How does the author support a claim with evidence? By now, you have lots of experience identifying claims, identifying reasons, and recognizing that authors include evidence to support those reasons. As the texts get harder, it's important to recognize that evidence can come in lots of different forms. It can come from research, quotes from experts, personal stories, examples, or numbers and statistics. Essentially anything that's based in facts and not just in opinion. Let's practice with a paragraph. Life after slavery. In the United States, former slaves face many challenges after they became free. I can already identify that this first sentence is the author's claim. That means I need to look for how the author supports that claim with evidence. A number of white supremacist groups like the Ku Klux Klan committed horrible acts of violence against freedmen. Another challenge facing freedmen was their lack of education. Due to laws in the South while slavery was legal, African Americans were prevented from learning to read or write. After slavery was abolished, black and white children remained segregated. The schools for black children often had fewer resources than white schools. By 1869, only 3,000 schools for black children had been established. Millions of African Americans lacked access to education. I've gone ahead and underlined all of the sentences that act as evidence for the author's original claim, that former slaves face many challenges after they became free. I noticed that first, the author gives an example of a group that committed violence against former slaves. Later, the author gives statistics about what the educational experience is like for African Americans. As you're trying to figure out how authors support claims, ask yourself, what is the claim? Then ask yourself, where is the author's evidence? And finally, ask yourself, what type of evidence has the author used? Because remember, authors make choices on purpose. They're trying to convince you to think and feel the same way they do.